Good morning, everybody. If you're gonna watch this, is one of my least watched streams, but I always like to do it just to kind of review what happened over the weekend. I deleted my last stream because holy crap, I couldn't even focus on one sentence, so I gotta calm down and just chit chat like I normally do. So, need to get my Skyrim up and running here. Here we go. Um, Before I start here, and then I get annoyed by them going, "I'm right here. I got your back." Like I'm having PTSD with that, but yeah, last night I don't know what's going on with me. It seems to be once a week now I'll get into this sickness. Last night was completely different than the rest. I woke up and I had all the symptoms of wanting to throw up. My face was flushing. I just felt really weird and hard to explain, like I was floating, whatever. And then usually I have really bad nausea. I didn't have any nausea. So it was 1 o'clock. I'm like, I am not in the morning. I'm not going to roll around in bed. So when I took one of my what do you think you're doing, dude? There's only a few things he's not allowed to jump up on. He's not allowed to jump on anywhere in the kitchen. He's always on the floor in the kitchen and dining room. He's not allowed up on the counter. He's not allowed up on the dining room table. And that about covers it, except for two things in the living room. The one with my TV, because I don't want him head bonking it and tipping it over. And then the other one was with the plant. And I think, I didn't notice it, but I think he was over by the plant giving it a few whacks, and I didn't even know. That little shit. Dude, you can jump up on anything. Except for those few things, and you gotta test me. You gotta test me. Don't give me that look because you're freaking adorable. Alright, sorry. We gotta pause a moment for my cat. Pause a moment for a cat. There you go. So anyways, I wasn't feeling good, and so I'm not gonna roll around in bed forever. So I ended up taking a melatonin thing, and sorry, he's acting like he's gonna attack something. He's such a shit. So I took it, and then I just had this epic dreamscape. It was amazing. I was in and out of consciousness, and it just continued and continued. I didn't have any other dreams. We were hunting something. We're hunting something super big, but that something super big, if we did anything to it, it would affect a whole other continent, a whole other huge landmass. So we couldn't do much for it. I don't know why we were hunting it. And it went with the same thing for everything. Like even killing a bug would affect something somewhere else. Like everything was tied together, and we're all having trouble because someone killed something, and then we got all dicey, and it was an awesome dream. It was awesome dreams. If I didn't, I didn't feel good. I took my temperature. It was 98, a little over 98, and I'm like, great. Did I get COVID? Evidently not, because I'm breathing fine. I don't have a headache. I do have the shits, but that's about it. That's because I had real greasy food over the weekend. So, well, there you go. That's my quick story before I get going here. Talk about the build. Oh, he's back again. Yeah, this is where I crashed yesterday, and that was because of the Daedric. Come on, the Daedric. Wow, I'm gonna start getting into that again, where I just can't do more than one thing at once. So, God, that's a nice ass. He's got butterflies flying around him.
To do when I have a little too much spare gold? Find a beggar and pay them to harass people. They are so desperate for money that they will do almost anything.
Oh,
it can be very entertaining to watch.
Okay. Anyways, so it starts off on Saturday. Started to play. I wasn't 3 or 4 minutes in. Both me and Metal Skulls were like, "Why is my camera stuttering?" Not the game, the camera during stream. So, long story short, I had an inkling that it was because of the. Uh-oh. What are you doing, dude? He wants a piece of me. I mean, who doesn't? Alright, well, if you do, let me at least finish my Oh yeah, you're thinking twice about it, aren't you? Yeah, you step away, dude. So, long story short, I had an inkling. I changed monitors because during the week I put my newer monitor, my 1-year-old monitor, compared to my 7 or 8-year-old monitor. I switched them, so my main monitor was the new one. Well, the new one can support, I think it's unlimited frames per second. It doesn't matter. But my old one only does 30. No matter what I did, it just doesn't go above 30 frames per second. And oddly enough, my old one can go up to 120 refresh, but my new one can only do 60. It's like weird. But anyways, my old one's a Samsung. It's a really, really good monitor. It still is fantastic. I'm playing with it right now. So, again, I know way long story than it needs to be. I finally figured it out. So I had to switch monitor. So I was playing the game with, I had to look this way for the full screen, but I played most of the game looking on stream and it was like delayed a quarter of a second or something. It was weird. It was a weird stream, and I only streamed for like 2 hours. Very frustrating. So during my break, I switched the monitors, and then I was back to normal. Normal being relative, of course. So then, yeah, I wanted to kind of get the main quest going, but there's this one part where you have to be alone. And for some reason, the same thing happened to me with Tara. Same thing happened to me with Ginger. Whenever I have to go alone, I have to lose my followers. I tend to not want to do it. And I find ways and find reasons not to go through with it. So then my main idea was to kind of get through that really quick and then get back to it. But yeah, that didn't happen. Did lots of stuff. I think we rescued a wench. We did the Mayroon's razor. We finished that, I think, yesterday. And we killed the dude and we took the razor, and really didn't matter. We should have just let him live, honestly, because the razor's whatever. Anyways, so during that, though, we found this. I'm going to show you in a second. Showed this, like, Daedric weird weapon. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. If I did, it's been a long time ago. And I'll show you in a second, and I think it crashed our game. But then there's the Boromir clan. I joined them so that now I'll be getting contracts, which would be kind of fun. That would be something to do. The Pale Lady, we banished the Pale Lady, random. We went up to a weird location, and this girl was just destroying people. Like, she was killing people with a hit of her frickin' shield. And she's like, oh yeah, by the way, someone stole a sword to go in and find and ran away. Like, okay. So I went in there and banished the Pale Lady. It was a Will of the Wisp, I think. The Eye of the Tiger. We had to go get the Tiger's Eye. That was kind of a heck of a battle. It was fun. And we gave the gem to Akari. So now we can find all the caravans throughout Skyrim. No, we did that last week. Yeah, so that's what we did. We did a couple other side quests and stuff, and it was actually really pretty fun. I noticed on my stream this weekend that I really dicked the dog a lot this stream, and I got to stop. Not that I'm not going to, but holy crap, every other time I was like, oh, what's over here? What's over here? What's over here? Which is fun at some point, and then me watch this stream and I'm eating dinner and I'm going, oh my god, dude, just even myself, like, get on with it. Like, you're just taking forever. So, anyways, and I'm having a funny feeling YouTube is not promoting my stuff at all, which I know they don't, but I mean, they're really not promoting stuff because it's very unusual that either Osculim or Metal Skulls is not on, and they're both not on. And it could just be they're busy, and that's fine, 100% fine, but YouTube is not a great company, so I'm so thankful they're here, but I don't trust them as far as I can throw them, and I'm not a strong person, so. Alright. Look at her face. Oh, jeez. You're in your underwear. Cool. Alright. So anyways, so that's what we did for quests and stuff, and it was a pretty
Honest
good
gold for honest work.
weekend.
If you're ever interested.
I don't. Why do you always say that, Anaka? What is it for? Is it to fondle your boobies, lick your butthole? I have no idea what it's for. Anyways, so in regards to mods, I've been telling myself I just don't want. You know, I'm like, hey, I love my Skyrim. My Skyrim is perfect, and then I just after that it's deteriorated. So Saturday I was like, my Skyrim is exactly where I want it. I had everything fixed. I got rid of my jiggle physics because I really didn't like it. I fixed the sitting thing because of the high heels. I had the high heels fixed. I was living large. Then this weekend it all kind of fell apart. The sitting animation or whatever, the high heel sitting fix doesn't work anymore because I removed the jiggly physics. So I put the jiggly physics back on. It still wasn't working. I unloaded and loaded and uninstalled and installed, and I can't tell you how many different times I did it in different ways and put it in different orders. The sitting physics just doesn't work anymore. I don't know why. I don't care why anymore, because I'm just afraid it's going to break things. Now, I also noticed that the Keo thing on some people is breaking. In other words, I saw a high elf during my streams, and like half her leg stuff was glitched. I'm like, oh, that's great too. Wonderful. I haven't seen the weird boobs yet, so that's good. I'm hoping that's okay. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to put the jiggly physics back in, and then there's this mod you could put in where it just jiggles a little. It doesn't jiggle around like it's a water balloon. So yeah, well, hopefully that will work if I'm having more troubles. Wait. Oh.
Need something?
Yeah. What, Tiger? What were you doing? You got 7 gold. I don't even want to know where that is. Up the butt. Got smelly gold. 7 smelly gold coins. So yeah. So that was pretty much it with the build. It was kind of a nightmare Saturday to Sunday. I won't say the nightmare was horrible, but just sucked that I can't get it to work correctly. And I'll say this one last time, and everyone can get, whoever watches me can roll their eyes. It goes along the lines of this. Is her thing breaking too? Or is that just... Yeah, see, hers is... You can see it kind of breaking. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the jiggly physics too. Like, are you breaking anywhere? No, keep walking. I just want to see if you're breaking. No, that one's solid. Alright. So, it goes along the lines of this. Let me just get this out of the way, and I'll finish this update. Number 1. Skyrim doesn't need high heels. Okay, I'm going to get a little loud because I just get pissed off. Skyrim doesn't need high heels. They probably barely exist, and if they do, it would be queens and princesses and stuff. We don't need high heels. Fucking stop making things with high heels, okay? We just don't need it. Okay, even looking at this, it's kind of ridiculous. If I look just at the boots, I'm like, oh, it kind of looks good. But then I look at the outfit, I'm like, it looks ridiculous. You don't need goddamn high heels, okay? Number 2, jiggly physics. It's not how it works. It's not even close. It's not even 10% how it works. They don't fly around like pancakes in the breeze or water balloons, okay? That's not how they work. It looks ridiculous. Even in anime, it works better than this, okay? Even in Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball, it works better than this. Whoever made it is one sensitive son of a bitch who bans people or tries to get people banned because they criticize his work, when in fact he should be criticized for it because it's not really good. It's great that he made the physics, but on the other side, he made it so ridiculous. And really, unless you dig into the innies, no way to control it. So, this person was nice enough to create this like mod that controlled it. and it actually worked pretty good. The boobs jiggle a little, but a little wiggle, and that was it. That was perfect. It was exactly what I was looking for. Now, for an example, really quick, Fallout 4, same thing. It has like a waggle and all that, but it had like 10 levels. You can have a very little one, or you can have this like way over exaggerated one. So you can have all different levels. But the other guy, nope, not gonna do it, because he's some prick that found a way to do it, and he doesn't want to change it because he feels like that's it. I don't know. That's kind of what I was reading about. Like, the guy's kind of a dick bag. Like, yeah, he's a little bit sensitive. You got to be careful what you say. And then he gets mad because someone says that. And it's like, well, hello. But anyways, we don't need it in Skyrim. And if we do, very, very little. So enough with the jiggly physics. We don't need it. We don't need it to be flying all over the place, okay? Alright, so I'm done with those rants, okay? High heels? Fucking no. Jiggly physics? No. No, don't need it. And that is the bane of my existence the past month, is trying to get that all organized. And the last thing I'll say about it is, I'll say, this is what it's like. You go to the doctor and you have an ailment. Your doctor goes, okay, here is a medication for you to make you feel better. Okay, cool. You take that medication. That medication causes another symptom. So the doctor says, okay, well, you got to take this drug to take care of that symptom. So you do that. So now you're taking a drug to take care of your original symptom, and another drug to take care of the symptom that the other drug caused. But now you have two more symptoms spawning off that. So the doctor says, well, here's two more drugs to take care of those two symptoms that are spawned from that other symptom that spawned from the other symptom. So you get more, you understand where I'm getting at here. That's what mods are like. Okay, I never really wanted jiggly physics. And after I got them, I realized I really didn't want them. I don't like them at all. So I removed it. But then when I removed it, it also removed the high heel fix. So there's no way back to get, like, again, one symptom, trying to fix that. I had the jiggly physics to fix this weird boob issue, and it worked fine. And then I don't know what happened. It just fixed itself because I got rid of jiggly physics, and the boobs are fine still. Yeah, so you get where I'm getting at. I do one thing, and I got to do another to fix that, and then I have to do two other things to fix something else that spawns from that. And it's like, okay, that, I appreciate, I really do, 100% appreciate everyone with mods and everything. Jesus, Anaka. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't do that. Bare butt cheeks. So, yeah, you can say I get very frustrated with that. There's nothing you can do because there's hundreds, if not thousands, of modders. So, what are you going to do? Tell the modders no, you need to all get together? Up there. See, that's what happens to her pant thing. Disappears when she gets close to something. It's like weird. But, alright, so that's my rant. That's what I'm done for the day. I got to get back to work. Definitely going to take a couple hours of sick today. I'm not taking my Ritalin. And it's a beautiful frickin' morning. Holy shit. And I'm just done ranting. So that was the weekend roundup. Told you what I did. And then the build. Added some mods. Oh, I did add a few mods. What were the mods that I added? Oh, I trying to fix the sitting mod. I added what's called pretty sitting idle mods or whatever, and I'm probably gonna uninstall that. It doesn't do much other than they sit really fun. They like sit like an anime character. And it's kind of.
No, I didn't mean, I meant separate.
It looks kind of cool, but they only sit for, and then they glitch to something else, and I probably have to install 3 other things to make one animation work. So I'm not doing that. That's why I end up with 121 mods on my damn game. And everyone is sick of hearing me say this, but I'm going to say it one last time. I got to take a page out of Osculim's wisdom and say, I have a good build, the game looks fantastic, my girls look fantastic. I love the kind of, I'm not saying plot line, but I love the whole Warriors of Dibella, because it's something that could be like, oh, if I knew you'd play games with lots of boobs, but they're Warriors of Dibella. They're not going to be in full plate armor and all this. They're going to be in something fantastical. Oh, yeah, it's true. So, alright, so that's it. Reviewed all my stuff and make this short and sweet this week. Got done ranting and raving. It's unusual that Metal Skulls and Osculim didn't pop on, but it's okay. I'm gonna make this, like I said, make it quick and finish it out and move on. I guess I'll see you guys on Saturday. 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning to about 10:30, 11, and then I usually stream again 1 to 4, depending if I have any thing to do on Saturday or Sunday, which I don't think I do. Can't remember. So, all right, guys, have a good one.